I'm excited to be back.
How y'all doing?
Hey, Jabasina, how are you?
Whoever is watching us from Facebook, hello.
Hello.
Greetings.
Happy Friday, July the 8th of 2022.
Hey, people might be wondering, commonsensesisters, doing live on a Friday? I mean.
We just want to prove to people that we are well now.
We are
well, and there are so many things we cannot keep.
We can't keep
in our chest. We have to offload them. Hey, Mary! We have to offload. We have a lot of jiggy-jaggy news.
Joy in our hearts.
It is moving like a river.
Oh, be Datti. Add music record label to our
We call Insta music. Because we think on the spot and we do it.
Yours, we already told people last
week. We never introduced
us. Oh, I'm sorry.
We are the common sense sisters. If you are
Yes.
meeting our beautiful faces for the first time.
Yes.
In fact,
After a long day of work.
put a comment about the complimentary flag colors you are seeing. Okay?
Tell us, what country do you see?
What country do
What
you see?
country do you see?
Yes, some of us are carrying it on the head and on the
Some of us
on the neck and on the chest.
Yeah.
Yes, that's how much we love the country.
And
Anyways, my name is Yo-Yo.
my name is Ella. Welcome to our live show. This is Saturday live show.
Impromptu live show.
Impromptu live show. Yes, we already told some people who were here last week and who watched our video last week.
That's
Saturday,
tomorrow.
That tomorrow there's no going to be any live show because we are busy.
Yes.
Nigeria, oh, good
Mary.
great nation.
Nigeria, good people, great nation.
We hope people have been enjoying our daily Peter Obi videos.
Yes.
Our obedient videos.
When we told you people 3 weeks ago that we will be
4 weeks
updating
ago,
you,
4
weeks ago, 1 month, that we will be updating you as things are going. Common sense sisters are what they call Ekueme, talk and do. When we tell you we are going to deliver, trust us in the process. In fact, you can verify.
You can verify.
We have been doing it every day. We don't even know when. We know that videos are coming up, but we don't
but
even
we already,
know
we put
what's coming
videos.
out.
They come out every single day. So please engage with them, like, comment,
and share the videos.
And share the video. If you're going to be watching the playback, remember to give this video a thumbs up.
Yeah.
Leave a comment and all that good stuff you're supposed to do as a common sense squad member.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I don't think there's any point putting any rules and regulations here.
Why not?
Put rules. Okay, the rules of the live show. If anybody comes,
and this is for the formality.
Want to talk, because this is what we always do. If you are new to the squad, welcome to the squad. And you just have to be respectful here, be open-minded, stay on topic, don't use bad words, subscribe, hit notification bell, like, and share the video. Next, if you want to know about the Common Sense Sisters, the About page is there for you to learn about the Common Sense Sisters and the Common Sense Squad. Our community page is there where we keep you updated on whether we'll be having live shows. Like, we put this thing already to let you know that we'll be having a live show today. So those of you that will come and meet the live show tomorrow, it already happened today. And then the playlist filled with nice videos for yours to catch up on. And finally, you can find us on social media. Our Common Sense Sisters everywhere you go, except for now, because our Instagram account is still currently disabled.
Yeah, so we don't know why.
You wouldn't find us on Instagram, but you find us everywhere else until we restart our account.
Until we restart our account.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So we woke up to a beautiful news. As a matter of fact, the political space in Nigeria has been kind of it's been very interesting.
Very, very interesting.
It's very interesting, and I don't know, and we love Nigerian.
Yeah, we like Nigerian politics.
Nigerian politics, I think we like it. It's intellectual stuff, knowing about your country more, and discovering things, and then happen to find out that there are actually amazing people with good leadership qualities, especially in this time. And of course, you can see the news that's everywhere today is that our very own Okute, the incoming president 2023 of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, in the person of Mr. Peter Obi, has chosen who his vice president will be. Now let us take you back into who we call the elder statesman. Elder statesman is Doyin Okupe.
This is his tweet here.
Yeah, that is his tweet.
If we read it, he says on Twitter. On Twitter, he says, "I thank God today, for my eyes have seen what my mind conceived. 2 young, brilliant, decent Nigerians with unquestionable integrity and proven ability, aspiring for the leadership of the country. For the first time, we have 2 leaders, both born after independence. This is the season for the youths."
Okay. Now,
in the middle there is the Labour Party chairman, in the person of Julius Aburi, raising the hand up to the left, our Okute Peter Obi, incoming president of Nigeria, and the vice president to be in the
Senator Dr. Yusuf Datti Baba-Ahmed. Yes. And I think it was few weeks ago. I remember the elder statesman himself, Doyo Kupe, was saying that it's just there as a placeholder. On his back, the young Nigerians we climb. And that he assured us.
As you even said, on his back, and I'm extending his back now to the backs of other good people. Good statesmen. Obi already also has experience in the politics.
Yes.
So let us first of all show you how the youths accepted P2B. In case you've not felt that magnitude from all the tweets we've been putting out, or from all our videos that we've been doing on a daily, let's just show you, because it'll be in conjunction with the youth to be moving our country from consumption to production.
Yes.
But let us first of all start with our nice video. We have a nice lineup for you all today. And before we start, we want to say thank you to everybody who creates all this content on there. Whether it's
and
on
we
Twitter,
give credit to all of them.
We always give credit to people when we
check our description link.
Always in the description box for every video or every whatever that we use is always cited. So you all can go and follow those pages, and it's just nice. If somebody does work, give them credit for it. Okay. Make we start with the first obedient video.
A new Nigeria is possible with P2B. Anywhere you go, now there we go. For better Nigeria, now there we go. For better economy, now there we go. A new Nigeria is possible with P2B.
Peter Obi Support Network.
Yes, so
now, as you can see in the first video, the Nigerian youths are chasing Peter Obi. They are chasing him, and you can see that he's a new light that will be sustainable. People are asking about manifesto and all that. We've been hearing manifesto. If you are in Nigeria, you will know that democracy is as old as the oldest Gen Z. Democracy in Nigeria is 24 years old.
Yes.
I'll be 25 years old.
Democracy is Gen Z in Nigeria.
Yes, democracy is Gen Z. All the people that have been giving you manifesto, they have been manifesting what? Corruption, poverty, nepotism, and political rascality. Yes.
What's that word?
Because
that's what used to say. Structure of destruction. Yes.
They've been manifesting and they've been a structure of destruction with a ladder of evil
and
iniquity, whereby many of you have been victims of high blood pressure. Nigeria has happened to you or your family. Some of you are not even proud to call the country your own. There's a lot of aggression in the land and out of the land, right? So the youths have risen up, and they're also waking up the elderly. The elderly, some of them are trying to redeem themselves now for which they don't cause atrocity for past. Many of them are trying to redeem themselves. Simple. Manifesto is coming, but you will never forget who said this. That is taking the country from a country of consumption to production. And we're here to tell you, to break everything down to you. We need to, the way Nigerian politics has been so far, it's like, it's a primitive politics based on, hey, it's my turn. That's why you can be hearing them proudly coming out to say that the misleading current administration and the one before them, the broom and the umbrella, they can be buying delegates. Have you ever heard that in any political movement, that they are buying delegates?
So proud
to come and talk about iniquity. But the Labour Party is for whatever, based on competence, verifiable integrity, alacrity. According to this, we say it is the turn of the poor Nigerians. That means everyday Nigerian. It is the turn of the students at home, which means people that have been on strike since February. It is the turn of those who have been denied medical care and other social amenities. It is the turn of those who cannot afford balanced diet on daily basis. It is our turn.
Yes, so
Obi Datti 2023.
Our turn.
It is our turn. This movement is personal. My squad talk. It talk normally. Obedient as Yusuf. You have to be obediently useful.
You
cannot afford to be on the sideline
at all.
You cannot wait to remain now.
Where positive change is happening. You don't want your name to be.
But door-to-door campaign is going on now. Their father formation soft.
Oil splash.
Nigeria must better their dad,
their papa. That's it.
You understand what I'm saying? So today, and they've been teaching. One thing I love about the Labour Party is that they talk and do. I like the fact that you cannot predict them.
Yes.
But you know that the result that they are going to deliver is going to yield good fruits. They told us that the person that they will choose as vice president is going to be very young. We say, who is this young person? We know that there are good people in Nigeria.
Because we know that many people in Nigeria politics are ancient of days. They never change.
And we said it in previous live videos in the past that some of all the leaders, past leaders and current leaders of Nigeria, they are senior to the country.
Yeah.
So they don't have respect, because normally in Nigeria culture, one of the toxicity things that elders don't have respect.
Yeah.
So they don't have respect for the country, so they don't think they're accountable to anybody.
Yeah.
But we are changing everything. Nigerian movement is changing everything today. And so they unveiled. And let us hear what Peter Obi himself had to say. Are you there?
Of course I'm here. Let me first of all remove this because our president is coming. So everybody, all protocols
observed. Yeah.
Yeah, let's hear from our president.
Yeah.
Very distinctive honor to present to you somebody I can call a friend, a younger brother, because I'm senior, which is what I've said all to them. A younger brother, and God willing, the next vice president of Nigeria. In the name of Senator Yusuf Datti Baba-Ahmed.
Yes, so, and now let's hear our vice president. Incoming vice president, Datti speak.
His Excellency Peter Obi, I've been changing every time we sit. There is a message I'm going to carry, and I'll continue to disseminate with that. And you only get this message from somebody who is knowledgeable, somebody who researches. When I hear a new thing, I know it. When I hear a valuable thing, I know it. And I cannot let it pass. The fertile land in the north is the crude oil of Nigeria. I mean, how much more nationalists can you be? How much more detribalized can you be to say this? I see a brighter future for Nigeria. From such comments, then I want to justify from the angle of the individuals. He who was motivated by success in the private sector and fought and became a governor for 8 years. And since after those 8 years has maintained integrity and honor to this day, is one that will not fail in campaign promises. Peter Obi. He who believes in financial propriety will not engage in political rascality. Peter Obi. He who believes in credibility and integrity in the matter of who to associate with will not mismanage personal, human, and community relations. Peter Obi. Your Excellency, this is a high point in my life. This is a high point in my career. And I think this is pivotal and a turning point. Having said this, with all trust to Almighty Allah, with my belief that I am doing this for the sake of Nigeria, with all humility, I accept your general.
Yeah. So you can see that is Senator Dr. Yusuf Datti Baba-Ahmed. This man, he is the pro-chancellor and the founder of Bayes University in Abuja.
We have a video on who he is now.
He's we will get there. But just in case you did not hear some of the things he was saying, you can tell that he's been obedient for a long time. Because he was quoting some of the things that Peter Obi has said. For example, he said, the fertile land in the north is the crude oil of Nigeria. Obviously, we need to harness that. And he also said that he who believes in financial propriety will not engage in political rascality. And that's Peter Obi. He practices, and obviously you can tell that Dr. Yusuf practices what they call proper politics. And he cares about the economy. He understands, you can see that their principle aligns. Well, I'm just letting you know right now because currently Nigeria is pregnant now. Nigeria is currently pregnant. We are what? 8 weeks, we are 8 months now to the expected date of delivery is in February. So we're pregnant with hope. We're pregnant with hope and we are seeing it, and there's a movement. There's a movement. You cannot be on the sideline, no, unless you don't want to be well. You don't want it to be well for you. You cannot be on the sideline. You know, so this is the time where we are focusing on verifiable competence based on people's CV. People's resume, as we call it here, of their past work experience, where people can attest voluntarily to their leadership styles, their qualities, their values, and their principles, and results, impact that they've had on their community and the company that they have led. Senator Baba-Ahmed himself is also coming from the business side. He's also an economist. You know, well educated, and he has been against corruption for a long time. He speaks against it, and we have the videos. You know, and we have the videos. So Ella, you'll be getting us on for most of them now.
All right. So we will start with telling you all about who Datti is for the purpose of this live show, because he has a lot of news. I will be referring to him as Senator Datti. That's the name I want to use. And I cannot say Senator, Doctor, Professor. That's the one. Baba-Ahmed. So VP Datti. So we will tell you who he is, and we'll also show you how the Labour Party rejoiced after the announcement was made. So let's listen to YME from Twitter on how she gave this analysis on who Senator Datti is.
Peter Obi has a running mate in the name of Dr. Yusuf Datti Baba-Ahmed. Let's have a brief rundown of who he is. Dr. Yusuf is from Kaduna Northwest. He hails from one of the most respected families in Zaria, born in the year 1972. He has a BSc in Economics from the University of Maiduguri, MSc from the University of Maiduguri, MBA from the University of Wales, Cardiff, PhD in Philosophy from the University of Winchester, a former House of Rep member and a senator. He is the founder of Bayes University, Abuja, a very brilliant businessman with many ventures. One glaring thing is he isn't into politics for money but for good governance. He represented Zaria Federal Constituency from the year 2003 to the year 2007. Dr. Yusuf recently withdrew from Kaduna's PDP gubernatorial race, citing vote buying from delegates and the ridiculous amount politicians were spending to become flag bearers. Dr. Yusuf believes leakages and inefficiency in the procurement process in Nigeria are the conduits for corruption in government. He is highly passionate about education and he wants to reverse the trend of poor education in Nigeria. He believes that the Nigerian standard of education is poorly unacceptable. He believes government funds should be handled efficiently and invested in the right places and not spent on personal gains and interest. He believes Nigeria has a spending problem, which is part of the reason why our economy is plummeting. He believes we will have difficulties having a new Nigeria if we do not fundamentally change our spending problem. He once said in an interview, the way funds are deployed is nearly criminal. He is heavy-handed on procurements in Nigeria. He sponsored the bill that is called the Prohibition of Inflated Government Contracts. He says Nigeria spends money, but we don't see the result of the money being spent. Lack of efficiency, the result of the money being spent. Lack of efficiency shows the corrupt and criminal aspect of inflating government works, products, and services in the process of their procurement to enrich themselves. He believes if this is stopped, we are multiplying by a high factor the number of products, services, and works that is available to the government instantly without spending more. Dr. Yusuf is one of the few who understands how corruption is perpetuated in Nigeria and knows the exact tool to fight it. He believes Nigerians are a victim of political gaslighting, which is why some politicians brainwash us into thinking they are working, but they aren't working. He wants to stop the extortion of funds. He wants Nigeria to be handled by technocrats, visionaries, and competent people who can turn the country around and not give these appointments to family members who aren't competent. He says the worst form of corruption is a fake war against corruption. Dr. Yusuf has a clean record and is very deserving of being the Vice President of Nigeria, and he matches up to the standards of Peter Obi. He is a simple man, equally cerebral and ready to serve Nigeria. A good example of talk and do. In the case of popularity, he is indeed popular. Have it in mind that elections are not popularity contests, but more of a contest to see who has what it takes to make a good difference. So don't worry about popularity. Be rest assured he is clear and covered. I am thankful Peter Obi made the right decision, and I'm equally thankful Dr. Yusuf obliged.
Now, you can see that a Nigerian young adults that has broken down everything. So those of you that say, I don't know who this man is, I don't know, go and research more. And she has also spoken about it. Oh, are we saying in the house? Hi, Jobestina Neka, how are you?
Neka, greetings.
How are you?
Neka, isn't he the senator that brought the bill to stop reps and senators from going abroad for medical reasons? He wants them to use their own. Really?
Funds. Interesting.
That's
interesting. That's interesting.
See why we need you put in the chat. And we don't know everything. We don't know
everything.
That's
interesting.
Wow.
That's interesting.
Today, literally, or rather yesterday, because the buzz has been going on Twitter that he was going to be the pick before today, the official release.
Yeah, and Peter Obi was teasing us. Was like, I hope he accepts. I mean, we don't say everything. Tabi came back from UK, they do all easy content.
What are you saying, my sister?
Yeah. So now we've heard about somebody has given us a brief history from Twitter of who he is. Now I need you to listen for yourself from the man himself.
From the horse's mouth.
From the man himself.
All right.
If you think you're supporting me to go and get an inflated contract or anything like that, forget it. If you're coming with me and you're going into mass housing, for example, and it's legitimate, it's your trade, you're known for that, I will go out of my way to come from London, to come and meet you here. Bring whoever you want to make sure that we get the benefit of your expertise back in Nigeria. And I can support what I've said. So one of the chromosomes procurement is faulted, and I've told you how to go about it. 2 is nepotism and personal, group, and sectional interest in appointments. You get the wrong people into the wrong offices. You get the wrong people into the right offices. You get the right people into the wrong offices. Again, that's the DNA. It keeps going around. You can never be 100% correct. And I thank our sister for asking me about ladies and everything. And you can go through my business career and my political career and see how careful I have been in selecting people that work with me and people that work for me. It's just take 5 minutes after this, open the website, see who the Vice Chancellor is, see who the Deputy Vice Chancellor, see whoever there's nothing to hide. That's the second chromosome in selection and staffing your government. The third chromosome is that of process and bureaucracy. And I thank you who asked about decolonization of our educational system. That's a very good question. We're just going to cut out everything, and we're going to do it in a very civilized, very civic. It is Nigeria's problems of today. We'll sit down and design our civil service procedures, public service procedures, operations manuals, and everything for ourselves. Last but not the least, of course, is what I'll call the welfare condition of the individual, which is made of his education, his health, and his earning. Now, what did I tell you? The principle of living wage. Living wage, 1, you stabilize the naira, which again I have mentioned. Anything you do without stabilizing the naira, just stabilize the naira. And let me deviate. Tell you, it is like a science of wits, your currency. The pound sterling, why is it so strong today? Is because the British is so proud to be British, believe me. The British believes he can do anything to be British. Same thing with the US dollar, they protect it. Add that to other economic factors. But it falls beyond a certain age, crisis will set in. Now, why is the naira in such a bad shape? That is because the Nigerian doesn't love the naira. Our pride, our ego, our nationalism, and everything we don't realize are invested in that currency. But it's a whole hour lecture which I shouldn't go into.
Yes, so that was it from the horse's mouth. And it's also important to note that Professor Datti, or Senator Datti, because I don't know if he's a professor, has also called out the present government.
Misleading
government. That's what I was looking for. The present
misleading government.
Misruling party.
The current misruling party.
He has called them out. And
Senator Datti has called them. He has been calling them out right from time. He's been giving interviews right from time.
Straight. You know they cut corners.
Right from time. Straight. And let me just let you know, between 2003 and 2007, he was representative for Zaria Federal Constituency in Kaduna. And then he was a senator for Kaduna North. He was in office between 2011 to 2012. Okay, so this man He they talk straight. He talks straight, and you can tell that he's very intelligent and he knows what he's doing. If you go on Google-based university, you can see in Abuja. If you go and Google it online, you can see what the Senate is made of in that university. You can see who the vice chancellor is, the pro vice chancellor, and everything. You can see that every Nigerian is kind of represented intellectually.
And it's helpful to know that he was also in, YME said in a video, he was also in a PDP. He was contesting to be governor in Kaduna.
He pulled out.
But he pulled out after delegates were demanding bribe.
Yes, he said God they need to become to be bribing delegates.
Yes, he was not.
He said that
today when he went on the channel.
But he was not God not created to be giving delegates money. So that is a man that said no to corruption.
A man that has integrity. And mind you, this is part of the same reason why Peter Obi also left PDP.
Yes,
no one they give anybody delegates money. The money is not for delegates. The money is for all of Nigeria.
Yes.
So like we were saying, he has called out this present misleading government openly, misleading party openly.
Yes.
And obviously, it will not be nice if we don't play it for you.
We have to, everything we need proof is always there.
Professor Datti, please come and let us know what you have to say on the present
party.
From that Eagle Square you mentioned, said more or less the same thing. That he was drawing a line.
I disagree with you. Buhari never said the same thing. Buhari talks about corruption, and corruption, that is it. He has never gone beyond saying what corruption is. I speak about corruption and I go straight to the point and tell you corruption is inflated government contracts. And I can, forgive my language, academically tell you that I have never heard, for all the years that Buhari has been fighting corruption, anything for him to even indicate that he understands how corruption is perpetrated in Nigeria. Very quickly, I'll tell you, there are 7 different ways. First one is inflated government contracts, which are responsible anything between 55 to 65% of the quantum of corruption. Second one is unreported, unremitted revenue. The third one is extortion, from the 50 naira collected on the roads to the multi-million dollar deals that are done before anybody could see the president. Fourth one is conversion of public property into private. Fifth one is misuse of security vote. The way you had it before is the way you still have it today. Sixth one is wastefulness, criminal wastefulness. Anything you can create to spend money recklessly on. Include the reckless, undue use of private jets and any other instrument of government that is wasteful. It is corruption. The seventh one is undue influence of fraternity and relationship, which we call influence peddling.
Man knows man.
Man knows man. Buhari has never clinically, or let me put it this way, scientifically looked at corruption. The corruption does not.
You see, that never scientifically looked at corruption.
Just come here to say I fight corruption.
Just be talking in the air. My administration has been the one that has fought corruption.
How can corruption?
One thing I admire about this senator, that is that he talk straight. Come straight. You know, they cut 2 corners. He comes straight and it's very composed.
Now he be chief violence minister.
You can tell that he knows what he's saying. You can tell that he understands his values. Now his university, the university that he founded was in 2011. He founded the university, Bayes University. So he's about 10 years old already. The university. He's involved in a lot of businesses. So you have things like the business-based group. He's there. He's the pro-chancellor of the university, obviously. And then he has also, according to research I'm reading, he said that he's a well-accomplished philanthropist. So he has built and donated 2 junior secondary schools with a total capacity of 4,000 students. And it's important to note that the schools have graduated over 6,000 students to date. He is passionate about education and he's doing something about it. His principles and values align with Peter Obi. And you will see it very Right now, in how they welcome him in the Labour Party.
Let's see how they
forever we shall. Labour Party is our own. Labour Party is our party. Nigeria go better.
The compliment is not very.
I know.
A good morning again. It's not too much.
I have to go and find car.
It doesn't matter.
I have to find a red car and put so that you will be the same.
There is a crown there already.
See how they are laughing. That's
good sense of humor. You can see.
Laugh again.
You can see.
Peter B said he's going to go and look for a cap so that I can, look like Datti, because Datti wears his cap. Datti said
there's a crown there. What do you know? When you have a good boss, what do you know? Let me add another thing from research I'm reading right now. See, Dr. Baba-Ahmed is currently the managing director of Base Research and Data Service Limited and chairman of Base Construction Limited. His companies employ a total of over 1,000 people, including expatriates and highly skilled professional Nigerians from the diaspora. So somebody who wants to see the educational sector move to a positive light is already doing something about it.
Yeah.
So you cannot convince this one and tell this one now that, education is not important to you. No, he's already doing something about it. And that's one thing you need to know. So you can see his Twitter handle there. Go and follow it so that you will know what is happening. Not be every time episode go call they tell you what will happen for your country.
Columbus always keeps us updated.
Yes. Make sure wherever you go, you are using the hashtag Datti, OBIDATTI 2023. Very, very important because now we have a future vice president.
Yeah.
I'm just in awe of
this excellence.
This integrity, integritious alignment, this commonsensical doings where you have like-minded people, and the fact that they are both younger than Nigeria.
Yeah.
They want to work.
That is in his 40s and
is it 40s or 50? I don't know. Between 40s to 50 years. I don't know. One of them.
And then Peter B is in his early 60s. His birthday is even on July 19th.
Yes. So you can see that these people, they want to work. They are not coming into power because of they just feel like, they don't have anything that they are doing and they just want to come into power. They are coming there to work
because they have something to do. They have something to offer.
Peter B is always, I know that now some people have been saying, why is Peter B traveling everywhere and up and down? Peter B said that leadership and learning are inseparable. Now let me tell you, when you are about to resume, when you've applied for a job and you don't know whether you have been selected for the process because they are waiting for the board of directors to pick, won't you go and be doing research on how you will perform on the job? Is it when they've given you the job offer that you start learning how to perform on the job? No. Now you have to go on self-funded field trip, aka research, and that is what Peter B has been doing. Leadership and training are inseparable, I quote, according to Peter B. That's why he has been going on self-funded trips to learn from people who had similar problems like Nigerians have. Like we have it in the power electricity sector, in production, import, export, education, and otherwise. When you don't know something, you go and learn from people that have solved that problem and come back home and look at the internal causes of the problem and customize it to fit the populace. They are hardworking Nigerians that know how to solve this problem. They just need a right leader.
Yeah.
And Peter B and Datti, they are the right people for the job. I mean, as a matter of fact, also, Nigeria, we've never enjoyed or understand the value of what they call dynamic leadership culture. Dynamic leadership culture is whereby everyone understands their roles and responsibility. People in power or people assigned to certain responsibility know that they are not above everybody. They can be held accountable. They have to be open to ideas, to brainstorm ideas. When they ask them questions, they have to answer it. And that's what we're seeing in this moment. No,
today that he was unveiled, Senator Datti, he has gone to channel and Arise News.
Exactly.
Today.
To go and talk and to answer questions. People that are ready to
work. If you want to work for me, hey, you gotta answer me.
Yes.
Nigerian taxpayers' money, now they pay the president.
Exactly. So they need to answer questions, not the one that when you ask me a question, elders, but when they go to discuss it, why are you asking me? You know why I am. Now, dull elders. They
don't even mind. These men have experience from every in the public sector, in the private sector. Heck, with that,
in the banking sector,
they have been diasporans like us.
Exactly.
They have been international students. They have been international students. They have lived abroad and they have gone back home to Nigeria. So like these men have experienced every single thing that has prepared them for this moment. If you're a Nigerian and you're a Nigerian and you have your PVC,
you better vote for this. Would you not vote for Labour parties?
Don't you see yourself in these men? Because I see myself in them.
Exactly. Another thing is that Senator Datti, he has his first and second degree, so bachelor's and master's
PhD.
Bachelor's and master's degree from the University of Maiduguri. And after his youth service, which he did in Abeokuta, his NYSC, which he did in Abeokuta, he went ahead and worked as a banking officer in First Bank from July 1997 to December 1998, and then came back to become managing director of Base Research and Data Services between July 1999 to 2003 before he ventured into politics. So what are we not saying? It's the same thing now. Obi was working in different banking sector. And also, Obi will tell you that first of all, he's a trader. He's worked in the banking sector. He told us how he entered banking sector by mistake. When he was complaining in the bank and they were trying to silence him, what did Obi do? He said all his profits at a particular bank, he wasn't able to buy shares until he became the highest shareholder of the bank. What are we not talking here? And there's proof everywhere. I hear that some people are also saying that, oh, I will not vote for them because they are not likely to win. Let me bring it to you now. Those people that are saying those things, for the sake of God, let me not call you Mumu. Because now Mumu you be. You think it's just competition of reality show?
Is there a
problem? So if you go and vote for it,
it's our life, so it's our life.
Someone never tire you. Someone never tire you. Nigeria never happened to you. Nigeria never happened to you. I mean, you think that your suffer is better than other people suffer? Don't you think you're entitled to a good Nigeria? Don't you think you're entitled to peace and quietness? I mean, you know what happened if you get prison? They care for the people when they're there, or is it people that are kidnapping every day? Nigeria never do you.
You think that when we were younger, we used to go to that Kuje prison?
Yes,
during like Christmas time, because we will buy the church will buy cow, and we will go and visit the prisoners. They walk our dog around that area. So when is the Kuje prison? Like
we understand,
we know where that place is.
Exactly.
You tell me that one day there will be a prison outbreak.
I would never believe, because you know that sometimes the prisoners they come and use them to repair the roads, to sweep the roads, and all those types of things.
Prison.
So what are we not talking?
Insecurity. If you're able before my sister even goes on, if you're having some, if you don't know as much about Peter or whatever, you're still wondering, should I vote for this man? Listen to your fellow Nigerian that is also in Nigeria, because they will say, some people will say, oh, you are abroad. Listen to your fellow Nigerian that's also in Nigeria that will tell you why you must vote for Peter Obi. After we have played him, we will also remind you in Peter Obi's words on why you have to change the leadership of Nigeria.
Peter Obi's support in public is organic. Peter was my governor for 8 years. Peter will not give you 1,000 naira to support him. He will not pay you to support him. You understand what I'm saying? So anybody saying maybe Peter will not do it. Go and ask his wife where Peter Obi lives. Where Peter Obi lives in Anambra State. He lives in a 2-room. When they wanted to build, he just told the wife that he doesn't need all these this thing. They should just give him two rooms. A former governor, a former chairman of a bank. That is Peter's life. Or even someone that is just a local government chairman will come to Abuja. They are staying at the Transcorp Hilton. Go and ask where Peter sleeps anytime he's in Abuja, and he's always almost in Abuja. Find out the hotel that Peter sleeps. You understand? He's not the type that believes in. When Buhari wanted to be president, we heard everything. Oh, he will sell off all the aircraft in the presidential fleet. Has he sold one? His daughter carried presidential aircraft to go and be doing photo shoots. How reckless these people have been in the last 7 years. So if you see people coming out massively to support Peter Obi, it's because of probably what they've seen about him and in him, and it's their right. I just hope and I pray that Nigerians will do not miss it in 2023, because it's going to be a watershed in our political life, political history. If we miss it in 2023, there might not be another election cycle, because what people are doing now is they are trying to push through to the end of Buhari's tenure. to now tell them to start another journey of pain, of anger, of insecurity, of this hyperinflation will not work. People have had it up. Find out how many Nigerians have left the shores of this country in the last 7 years of Buhari's government, including his own supporters. People who have told you that they can no longer bear this. They can no longer bear this.
Yes, sir. They can no longer bear it, and that's from the voice of somebody who is living in Nigeria. Make it not be like say we just the talk. That's from somebody who is living in Nigeria. Another thing I want to tell you is that for those people who have their PVC and are still thinking that you want to come and bring the nonsense current ruling party and the old Nikompu thieves, umbrella and the brooms and all the rest watered down party that think that they are coming here for retirement. They're not telling you don't have evidence of what they have done. Let me tell you, there's no trophy given to somebody who becomes the president. No. The president is there to work. You are not going for beauty and serve. You are not there for beauty contest. So when you have your PVC, you have to ask yourself, why am I voting for this candidate? Am I feeling this candidate in my heart? Is this if you are a worker in Nigeria, you will know that you are indirectly part of the Labour Party. You are indirectly part of the Labour Party. Many of you, your pensions have not been paid. Some of you, they are stealing from you, even from your own salary. You didn't touch everybody. I'm not even sure the way from school, from traders, everything. I don't think kids can just go out and everything. And you have somebody kidnapping and everything. And you have somebody who has verifiable track records. And how do you know? How can you assess a leader? It's based off of what people voluntarily come out to say about the person, about their work. In any spheres of life, anybody that's in leadership position and they are the ones always welcome to talk about, I did this, I did this, I did. Other people cannot really lose them. Other people don't just come out on their own and start testifying to the greatness of the person. That will not be leader. That na leader will follow come to thief and to destroy. So use common sense. Declutter your mind from tribalism. Declutter your mind from religiosity. Declutter your mind from nepotism. Declutter your mind from the Emilokan mentality. From stupidity. From foolishness. From foolishness. Have empathy. Have common sense. Common sense. When you are about to hire somebody for a job, you look at the past experience. And what do? You go and do verifiable checks. You do verifiable checks to find out if people can attest that I've worked with this person and this is the result the person has received. And you will enjoy the job. Exactly. When you look for references, look at the presidential race as a job. They are there to serve you. And they have been proving to you. That's why when people come out, political analysts of doom, when they come and say, I've not heard their manifesto, monkey. Manifesto when you don't hear, why it don't help you? For 24 years, almost 24 years. Why it don't help you? They are working on their manifesto. Let me just say, there's something I learned today. People who don't have things to offer, they are the ones that will be talking a lot. Professor Senator Datti verified this thing. And those who have a lot to offer, they understand the intricacies and the process and the importance of certain issues that they lose guard up and down. They don't go ahead, they talk anyhow. And you see the Labour Party. One thing that differentiates them from every other party, there's no delegates. It's based on competence. So far, it is based on competence. And that is why people are saying, come on, I'm donating my house. I'm donating my office for this movement. I'm moving. Mothers are moving. They are town criers. Everybody is using their level of creativity for everything. But anyway, if I know that I'm incubating some things, I'm sowing some seed of common sense in your mind. This is a man that is a unifier and a nationalist. Peter Obi said that the person he wants, if the person cannot challenge him, then what's the point? He's not looking for someone that will answer him, yes, sir, yes, sir. Someone that will challenge his thought process, someone that cares about the future of Nigeria, someone that wants to desperately want to see Nigeria work and is willing to go down to make sure that he gets it. Yeah, they want to rescue Nigeria. Yes, your best. We need to be rescued. We need to be rescued. And another thing you need to know that someone will say, where did Peter Obi find this person? That's as a candidate. This kind of valuable person exists in Nigeria. Yes, that's how you know a leader that is determined for the best. They will go and do research. And that is what Senator Datti said today. Say, for the fact that he was able to find me means that he did a lot of research. And he said one thing. He said his sentence after we said that the vast land in the lot is the new crude oil of Nigeria. Exactly. And let me explain that to people that don't have sense. Those of you in Nigeria, we're in the south and the southwest. Where is your onions coming from? Where is your carrots coming from? your tomatoes, your cows, your cattle, your goats and everything, many of them are from the north. Many of them are from the north. Are you receiving them like you used to do before?
How much does it cost
How much does it cost now? So when they are telling you that the fertile land in the north is the new crude oil, that's to tell you that agriculture is going to be an important thing as part of the agenda.
And to provide jobs.
Farmers will be valuable. They will be protected and to provide jobs. Dignity of labor.
Yes.
Come on, dignity of labor. That's what we're talking about here. Now, I think you wanted to play the part where Peter is talking about why we need to remove this current misguiding, evil-minded people that don't care. Don't care. Many people have lost their life. Are they caring? Look at the Kuje prison incident. Are they caring about the lives of the officers there and their family? Did you see any video that they go and visit them?
Around them?
Or the people that live around them? Nothing.
The vice president, when they do a obituary visit, since he lose to improve party, we never hear him or see a picture.
So I need you to listen to this video of the past that Peter B. I think he was in the US. Anyway, just in the US. Just listen to it.
The last request is most critical. We must change the managers of Nigeria. And somebody asks, how about your life? You ask that question. You know why you ask that question? Nigeria has become a case of where lunatics took over the asylum. And we know what lunatics do when you want to take anything back from them. They create a thing as if there's a war. So you run away. If a madman comes there, you say, hey, everybody say, I don't want to touch this madman. That's what they're doing. We need to take it back. We need to become as mad as they are and take it back. They can manage it. You have a critical problem. The managers of your country, I'm not talking about president or governor, anybody. Fella hit it. The lower people, none of you knows who is in your local government. Every local government in Nigeria receives 100 million naira every month. Go and look for their chairman, they are nowhere to be found. And the same thing goes with your state. You have a situation today where people are owing salary for 7 months and they're celebrating their birthday. How can you say a thing like that? How can you be celebrating when you've ruined people's life? People are dying and you're celebrating and people are watching it on TV. It's a crisis. And the only people that can stop that crisis is you. They can't stop it. Telling people in lunch that when I found it amazing that even people in America are part of the problem. As governor, I come here, you know what people tell me? This man bought this house, this man bought this house. Where are you going to buy your own? Why will I buy a house in America? I don't live in America. I have nothing to do with America. It only cost me $200 to come here and go. Why will I buy a house? Americans should live in America. I'm a Nigerian. I live in Onitsha.
Yes, so simple man. Very
Nigeria
simple
is
being run by lunatics. Literally for
and
the
everybody
past
knows.
24 years.
Even those of you that think you are benefit from the corruption, you are dying slowly.
You are very foolish. Which day would you hear? We were on a live Twitter space that lasted about 25 hours last week. So we're in and out. You know, it was last week or 2 weeks ago. That's what 2 weeks ago. And the title of it was, what have you lost since 2015? So how has Nigeria happened to you? So people called in telling different stories of how Nigeria has happened to them or somebody they know. Somebody spoke about how, the lack of hospitals or whatever had, killed one of their friends that had cancer. And that person spoke about how a man also that owned a rich man, obviously, that lives in Banana Island, he had a heart attack. And obviously, no ambulance, no medical services.
Yeah.
And that's how he died. So you might think that you're enjoying the country. Some people will tell you that, when you have money, now then you enjoy Nigeria. What's the point of enjoying a place where you don't have basic amenities?
Where your neighbors are not living well.
Where your neighbors are
where the everyday Nigerian man, they are not living well.
And you are afraid.
They are not happy, and you're afraid.
Some people think that Nigeria has not happened to them. Yeah, some people think that Nigeria has not happened to you.
It has.
Just sit down for like a good 30 minutes and try to recollect your life journey, and you will see, even we that are talking here, Nigeria has happened to us and our family. It's happened to us and our family. You know what I'm saying? So when we carry this
movement on our back,
we've been on this for like a month now, telling you people that
why it's important.
You have a voice and you have power. When we did the first live show containing this with our big movement, we asked people who are in diaspora that stop sending money home unless people show you their PVC. And when they eventually get the PVC, when they go and register, they must go and collect the physical card because obviously INEC don't extend them by 60 days, from June 30th, right? So people are still going to go and get their PVC. I mean, Nigerian youth,
and it was Nigerian youth that made that possible for the extension to happen.
They've organized the youth vote count movement from Benin City to Lagos State to Abuja, where they were sensitizing the youth, making them everybody come in to get their PVCs. When you get your PVC, you vote for Peter Obi.
Yes,
and
that's common sense.
Obi Datti 2023.
Yeah.
If you want progress in your life, if you want Nigeria to move forward, if you want history to remember you for something that you did good, this is literally our only chance of changing this evil that we find ourselves in Nigeria.
24 years of democratic evil.
You think about your age now. If you're 20 years old now, if you elect bad leadership, you'll be 28 years old by the time that they're leaving. Because on a normal day, they like to do 2 tenors.
Yeah.
You know, the evil people.
Yeah.
And people might be afraid. Oh, election, why are you afraid? You are afraid to go to your polling unit to vote on election, but you are going for all night.
Some of you this Friday, you don't carry your jigida when you know it's not safe. You are going to the club, you are going for all night. But they tell you that you are supposed to vote. You are not going there.
Why?
Nigeria for you?
Why? Change Nigeria for you?
Why?
Everybody matters. It's a movement.
Everybody, even up to children. If you have been following our channel, children have come to endorse Peter Bill.
Yes.
Not two. They even took it to school to educate Nigerian school children.
We have to tell you. 2 years ago, we did a video about the importance of Nigerian children. Nigerians happy children day. Never underestimate the Nigerian child. They know what's going on. And their childhood is being thrown away.
Yes,
it's being thrown away.
And they can feel it. When a parent is not doing well,
they are stressed out.
They are frustrated. The children can feel it. They can feel the pain because you, as an adult Nigerian, you can tell that you were rascaliting everywhere.
Yes.
Paying outside, going to your neighbors. And
yes.
Everyday Nigerian child doesn't have that opportunity.
Middle class families turning into poor families.
Exactly.
On the high. Children are having to work and do other things for their parents when they're supposed to be in school or attending basketball practices or enhancing their skills. Heck, there is more to this life. Nigeria has so much. Nigerians are so hardworking. Anywhere we find ourselves, we're always excelling.
Incredible.
Always, whether it's in the UK, whether it's in Canada, whether it's
Benin Republic or Togo, anywhere.
When you get Nigerian, when you sing, when you get Nigerian,
there's a force.
There's something good there.
There's something.
So why are we not thriving in our own country? It's because of the bad leadership.
And we have what it takes. It's just the bad leadership.
Yeah.
Which we can sweep away by using the PVC.
Yes.
Now, let me tell you, some of you will say, I don't know what to, because when it's time to do good things, some of you
don't know.
Your IQ is very low. But for wickedness,
you are A1 master.
You are very good, though. You are very sharp.
It's okay. Commonsensesisters are here to.
Why, yeah. I will teach you, or I will propose to you, put it to you, how you can use your virtues and your vices to promote the obedient movement positively. Listen to me. If you are not part of this movement, you are just fooling yourself. It is a healthy movement. And let me put it to you why it's a healthy movement. Everybody, they gyrate, they move. Many of you are suffering from arthritis, waist pain, neck pain, back pain, and anxiety,
even
pressure, this and that. But when you are moving with the obedient movement, people are singing, people are dancing, your body is moving, you are burning fat, you are exercising, you are releasing correct hormones, exciting hormones. In that place, you are sensitized. Everybody's moving. Everybody's moving, and the movement is forward ever. And people are taking it upon themselves, using all their skills. Now, let me come for those of you that are minister and mistress of Asilibakute, aka gossips. All you know how to do is to gossip online, offline, in chat, everywhere. You know all the things that you know how to do is to gossip.
You have a role to play.
Let me teach you how to use your gossip to move this movement positively. I want you to investigate, you gossips. I want you to investigate the fake OB supporters. Because if you have been following Twitter, some people have been disguising to try to infiltrate the movement by trying to incite some type of violence. I need you to use your skills as a gossip to expose them with evidence on social media and all social media platforms.
And also share
the
good news about Peter Obi.
So use your gossip ability to expose the fake people by providing facts. So counter fake with fact with your gossip. Are you with me now?
Yeah.
I know some of you were not thinking about it. Now, those of you that can sing, especially those of you that will be singing when you are bathing in the shower. You know when shower, when the water is running,
thinks
everybody's voice is best voice. I want you all to have inspiration as you are in the shower right now. Come up with creative jingles. Anything is creative.
I mean, we created our own jingle today.
We did.
Yeah,
we did. We created our own jingle.
We did it on the spot.
We did sing on the spot.
So we only just prepared ourselves so that we'll not forget for you.
Now, come up with creative jingles like this. Where is the Gen Z lady?
Oh yes. Oh, let's show you some things that you can do because Nigerians are already doing.
Now they show example.
As we talk for them, let me put the visuals. Before they will say they don't know. You know practically.
Those of you that can sing and dance and create.
So let us start. If you're on TikTok, look at your mates, what they are doing for the movements. Let's start with this one.
Ladies and gentlemen, FRB Craft, let's come again. FRB I go give my vote to P2B. Oh yeah. Obi, P2B, Obi. Man will get vision, P2B. Obi, P2B, Obi. Future of Niger can be fixed with Obi. Obi, P2B.
As you can see, those are two examples.
Combination of cartoonist, creative content. People are using their skills. What are you using your soft and hard skills for?
Someone might say, oh, I don't have gadgets, I cannot do all these things. See obedient sound crier.
Obedient sound crier.
If you get PVC, let me hear you say, aye. How many of the politicians you go see say, when the election come, they go send their pikin where they oversee, make it come carry ballot box, lie. But now you, they go come, you go come die, leave your pikin. Because of how much? 20,000. No be juju be that.
Juju,
juju.
And my sister was talking about using your walking to move and everything. Join the walking
directing movement, physical activity.
We're going to Afikpo in Ebonyi to see how they did the 5-kilometer healthy walk movement for Peter Obi. And after that, we will go to the south. We will go to Edo State to see how they also did their own walk for Peter Obi.
Obi. I think for joke for me to be. We don't give cheche. We don't give cheche. Obi.
We know the word.
Have you done your physical activity today? Have you hit the like button? Smash the like button. Share this video. Share the video. Have you done your physical activity today? Go and watch our videos. We have the reggae jingles, all the jingles. Use it to do OB movement, positive movement, good health.
Yes, and let's take it to the traders in Edo State.
Yes, for traders in Edo State.
People can see the movement is very huge.
The movement is huge.
Online and offline.
So don't be saying coming out like they lose your tongue when your research is very limited. It is going down online and offline. All ages, all occupations, from babies. I'm telling you, mothers that back their children. Yes, mothers are working from babies. Now, before we play the other videos, those of you that are chief complainers, when you gather as Nigerians, all you know how to do is to be complaining. It's okay, it's good. Now, if you support the obedient movement, let me teach you how to channel the complaining to convince people to join the obedient movement, get their PVC, speak up and vote for this man. As a complainer, or you are in the complaining committee, talk about what Nigeria has done to you, how Nigeria happened to you, and why Obi is the answer. For example, if you suffer from flood in your community and your state government, your state government did not do right. Look at Peter Obi during the time of flood in Anambra State and the role he played in the life of a trader. As governor of Anambra State at the time, there was a trader that said he will not leave his shop, he will rather die inside. Obi said, no, we are going to meet that trader and I will bring him out. Not only did he bring him out, he spoke to him. He compensated him for the goods lost in his business. Look at our president in the water. When you have a good leader that feels for the people, he's a trader. He feels for the people. He understands. A leader that feels is empathetic. Nigeria, you don't know how to be loved. Many of you Nigerians don't understand what it means to be loved. Unless you want to knock and be knocking up and down. You don't understand what it means to be loved. When somebody show you love, you don't understand how to receive love. I want you to receive love. We need to be loved. We need to be loved obediently and usefully. And remember that obedience is better than sacrifice. Yes. You have sacrificed your pain, your sweat. Many of you. 24 years of democracy that has been led by those who are bringing umbrella political rascals that are not accountable to anybody, that perpetuate political rascality within the country and outside the country. Now you have opportunity for somebody who has humanity. We're all humans, but you can count how many people have humanity in them. Peter Obi is one of them. So chief complainers, that is your assignment. People that are angry, you are supposed to be angry. Yeah, of course. There are many Nigerians that are angry, and rightfully so, because they are frustrated. Many things go just vex you. Nigerians, little things that they need to make them happy, because they are very hardworking people. Now, for the angry people, talk about how Nigeria has happened to you and why you believe the answer is Obi. Show verifiable facts. When you are speaking to people, speak with empathy. Make it lively. Make it fun. Share our videos. Sow a seed of common sense that when you leave, even if they argue with you, they go say, well, this person when he talks so not true. Maybe I even go check out this Obi movement for the commonsensesisters channel. Let me go and verify. Then they will be hooked. That is your own way. It's very contagious. You have to breathe. That is your own way. Sleep this movement. Like those of you who are game developers, you need to develop a soft video game right now for the Obi movement, where you can, in the game developing plan, you will bring out the rascality and put those people that have been rascals in political leadership, and put the Obi as the one who is going to rescue us from this rascality. Obi Datti, and then you are the one that will decide how the game, how we play the game. In it, make sure that PVC is the counting machine. And you are doing your part. Exactly. Cartoonists, as we've shown you, you have to pick your winner from the dance movement. Cartoonists are already doing that. Some of you here with your teeth like corn. I'm a political analyst. Commonsensesisters, let me put it to you. In 1990, in 2000, will you shut up your mouth? What's the cocoa? The cocoa is a Nigerian. Your political analysis, where nothing move nation forward. It's not a raised value of naira. But let me teach you now. If you are a political analyst and you are part of the movement, you have to use your skill set to draw people with love and empathy. Use comparative studies analysis. Very easy. Take something like, let's say, how people are jotting down these points. Look, yes, take something like, what are you going to use as point of fuel subsidy? Is it a scam or not a scam? Use comparative study. How many years ago what was paid? These are where people helped you. Use it. The reason why I'm saying to do that, because Obi has answer for everything. So your research, comparative study, you are looking at what the existing government has done so far. If you take electricity and power, talk about the consumption, how we are still consuming 4,000 megawatt. Meanwhile, Egypt, that had the same problem as Nigeria, they are 50,000 megawatts. You have to do that, and when you are doing it, come to the level of the person you are doing your political analysis with. Facts. And you have to dish the fact comically. Softly.
You go connect. You go make sense.
Now, so you go to win the heart. Yori. You will sow a seed with your political analysis. This thing. Lawyers. Some of you lawyers, you all need to be quoting according to the session. This thing.
Section
the
B
underscore. The constitution, and therefore section B, subsection this. Please break it down. As a lawyer, educate your populace about the rights in this movement. Educate them about the arm of offices in Nigeria, the 3 arm of offices, and how they play a role in our constitution, in leadership, how they influence everything. Do you know that there are some senators that will just be signing bill? They don't know what they're signing. You did not know. Now, use that. And when you're a lawyer, you have to speak in common lingo.
For the layman to understand.
Otherwise, you have not communicated.
Layman and woman to understand.
Exactly.
If you want inspiration, go and learn from a Senator San Panala, Barrister Panala, our Indomie. Now, as I even say lawyer, sorry, because something came to my mind. 2 particular people, I don't know whether you have it on your list. Bloggers and the news journalists. You have
bloggers and the news.
Play. Some of these news people that already been compromised. So not able to go in the area.
Nigerian newspaper and everything.
Newspaper, the journalists, you must report the right news. Not they go report fake news. They may turn down.
Let turn down not be coming on you electronically.
Bloggers, some of now, you people will not be reporting
the right information.
Real thing that's happening in the political
because space. You are looking for traffic, you will go and be reporting nonsense.
Or sometimes they go say, oh, we don't want to touch politics now. Only other relations. You have a website, you have an Instagram page, you are a blogger, whatever you are a Nigerian too. If you have bad leadership, all your blogging money.
When they ban Twitter that time, some put their eyes.
When they ban Twitter, some of you lost your money, or this and that. Now, not go no. You they do crypto. When they ban crypto, they affect your.
Nobody tell you now.
We know some wonderful celebrities they're already doing the work.
Those of them.
They push everything. Also, some people say, oh, they are too big, they're too big. But if you have wrong leadership, your money, you go there work. This will be a case of monkey they work, baboon consistently, and in reality, the evil ones, they are baboon.
You also have to everyday people talk to them about the importance of not selling their votes. Simple. If your PVC is not valuable, they will not be buying it. It's just common sense. If your PVC is not valuable, they will not exchange it for rice. So anybody who is selling their PVC, they are slaves. Your PVC is your birthright. Those of you when you be Christian, use Esau and Jacob analogy.
You porridge. You give your 4 years
porridge for PVC.
When did you see that? Some people they say they give them 1,000. So they give you 1,000 for 4 years. How many days is in a year?
That's where they give you
divide them.
Before even reach, not even reach you buy data. Don't eat today. Stomach infrastructure to die tomorrow. Garbage in, garbage out. It's simple.
No. As you're even talking about PVC, you will play the PVC.
Yes, we will play it, but before then, now there are people that belong to the Wahala headquarters. They are not online and offline for peace.
These people, if you come to them, they will come to you. They are normally peaceful, but it's when you attack them.
These people, they are good at debunking fake news without even using the word debunk, like the current.
They release facts.
They provide evidence to debunk false information. For example, when one of Peter Obi's relatives was linked to something else and it was a lie, they came up with facts to prove that wasn't Peter Obi's relative. Or make posters or do things that will incite violence or religious drama and all those things. The Wawulens, I know why they call them Wawulens, because their guardian cannot be faster than them. The Wawulens committee, they know their calling, and their calling is what? To debunk false and fake news with verifiable facts. Another thing is that many of you indirectly contribute to fake news.
Yes.
When you see it on Twitter or Instagram, you got to retweet.
You will be sharing it or
retweeting it.
Stop sharing the fake news. Stop sharing.
If you share fake news,
that's how it spreads.
I know that some of you will be saying, I'm sharing it so that people are aware. No.
But good awareness, you not go share this video.
No, don't share fake news and say this guy saying that for awareness. It's not for awareness, for your own selfish gratuity that you are not being paid for. Let me
how
just
many good things they share? So bad.
When you retweet and be sharing fake thing, or you acknowledge fake
news,
you give
it attention.
You are giving it attention. You are promoting it.
And you're part of the problem. And
if you look at the pattern of the Obi movement, many people that don't even have movement, they never get leg to work out for the politics. Both the old and the new people that are this, they want to use Obi to trend. So you can see them come out and talk this and that and all those things. Don't be retweeting. Don't add them. Don't give them audience.
They call them cashivists now.
All those fake activists that are not cashivists, that you are not hearing from them. Good things are going forward now. They think that their activism is greater than the everyday Nigeria.
If Nigeria is good, we will need that.
But it's for their own pockets that they are doing it for. Where they disguise. Listen more. Be quick to listen, and be slow to be following. Not to even speak, because I'm not going to speak. Be quick to listen. You have to pick and listen within and between the lines. Character is who you are when you think nobody's watching. Where the activists now, some of them are the cashivists, silence and talking anyhow.
No, they
are not
good Obi movements.
They want to be inciting it. They want to be inciting it. Anyways, let's play the video about PVC. Yeah.
Dear Nigerians, the time has come. The moment has arrived. Your PVC is your voice. Your PVC is your mandate. Your PVC is your power. Go get your PVC for the sake of our children. Vote right. Vote Labour Party. Vote Peter Obi for president.
Yes, so that's very important. And now for all of us in diaspora, this next video I'm going to play is from our one and only AY comedian. You know how, I don't know how that you know, but everybody should know how much.
You should know AY now. If you're an African, you don't know AY. What's wrong?
To us, they means a lot.
Yes.
And we'll be seeing next Friday at the Toronto show.
Oh,
so the Toronto area, Canada area, go and look for where you go buy your tickets, go to AY stage.
Yeah, anyways, he had the show in Maryland.
And this is what diasporans had to say about the current movement ongoing.
The political sphere.
Atmosphere. I don't know this sphere.
The sphere.
Let's see.
Flash up your lighter right now. Hey, Alani, come and make sure you capture this thing for me. Flash up your lighter. Wave it to the right, Maryland, make some noise! Yeah! Oh boy, see levels. Hey, my God, if you are on a million call, make some noise! Maryland. If you are articulate, make some noise. Ladies and gentlemen, if you are obedient, make some noise. I did not say if you are taking Opangeli. Okay, one more time. Let's get this right. If you are obedient and you with your full chest, stand up if you are obedient. Make some noise.
Yes, so
with your full chest.
Obedience.
Obedience.
Very catchy. In fact, we were talking about business. Let's also come and hear from our VP when he was talking to some of his staff, our incoming VP, Senator Datti. Let's see what he has to say.
I understand that now there's about 6 or 8 aircraft in the presidential fleet. Please record me very well.
and show this to me one day. I don't need them. I swear to God, I do not need them, except for national security, where you need to make very quick trips for national security. I do not need them. And, you know, I'm not an expert in security. If it is possible, give them out to a company who will operate them nationally and make money for the country. I don't mind. I don't mind. This is crazy. This is barbaric. And it is the fault of Nigerians anyway. You go and elect an 80-year-old man. He cannot, he's tired. He has to sit in that kind of comfort. Cannot, you know what I mean? And of course, you elect an 80-year-old person. You know he needs a hell lot of medical care. I'm not claiming to be any better. God gives life and gives health. Do you understand? Yes. I have been in the Senate before. I am practicing what I call proper politics in an ideal democracy. Even we not be in it for now. Why do I, and what are those my focus points of focus? Initially, since 2000, 2002, when I was warming up to join party politics, it was about the economy. Okay. And the economy are talking of beyond a state. And then, yeah. Along the way, when I lost out of the House of Reps, I quickly deployed my time and resources into education. So now, economy first, education, these are all national issues. They are not confined to a state. As time moved on from 2007, as you know, security situation worsened in Nigeria.
We'll save that video there.
So you can see track record.
Track record.
These are past videos. These are past videos.
You know, that obviously obedience.
When we take with a character is who you are when you think no one is watching. When you have your digital footprint, someday they be useful for
you or against
for your
it's used for you or
against you.
Simple
your own maths. He never knew that something like this will happen. No. It's years ago he spoke about all these things. He's interested in the economy and education.
Coincidentally, and that's what Peter Obi is interested in.
Exactly.
And what Peter Obi is interested in.
Like I don't understand why. I think sometimes I'm very happy at this time of my life and at this stage of my life.
Today was magnificent.
Normally, as Nigerian, anywhere I find myself, I carry my shoulder high.
But now it's like going to be higher than the head.
Yes, you will know.
See how educated my vice president is, up to PhD level.
Exactly.
My president too.
Not just educated, but it's not a political risk.
And they have empathy.
His ideas, his values, he has empathy, he has common sense, he speaks with, and he values data. A data-driven mindset. Having a leader that has a data-driven mindset will take which means that the results, he focuses on what they call verifiable results. The facts are not fiction. Not be say, I pray in the mighty name of this. I hope
it's not every time that somebody
says
this. It's a fact. That doesn't mean it's a fact.
Not everybody.
You have to go and verify.
If it's not verifiable, then it's not. It's fiction. Or it's your opinion.
Yeah, it's your opinion.
Most likely.
Like our Nigerian anthem is beginning to make sense.
Yes, obedience.
Some people are giving us updated Nigerian anthem.
Yes,
permission to play the anthem.
Permission, not overruled. Granted.
No, permission. I know.
Permission granted.
Let's listen to our new Nigerian anthem from the obedience.
Our voters right, help our leaders the truth to know. In love we stand together for justice and equity. Our goal must be our thing to make Peter be our president. Never sell your vote.
Pop movement,
Peter be for president.
Pop movement,
and never for common good.
As you can see, you advise them not to say. I don't even know why they will be telling you as a Nigerian not to say.
Annoying.
Are you foolish?
It's so annoying.
Why would somebody have to even tell you not to sell your votes?
That's ridiculous.
How can you be selling your birthright?
Like,
how can you be selling your birthright?
Oh, so by you selling your votes to make you rich.
If you cannot be faithful in little things such as civic responsibility, you cannot be faithful with anything in life. Anything. So if somebody has to convince you not to sell your birthrights as a citizen, bona fide citizen of the country, or you have this I don't care attitude, you go tell me whether the suffer where they happen for the country and outside the country to that.
Maybe they think limited to other religions.
You think that the suffer they look religion and look race. Yeah, not race. Religion and ethnicity. It's not.
Or even class, because some people were middle class 8 years ago. They are not middle class now.
Middle class is non-existent in Nigeria.
So
either you are poor
pull out their children
or you are rich.
So parents have to pull out their children from school, both locally and internationally.
Yeah.
Because of the economy. So this is what I'm saying. I hope you people already are the
and those of you elders that will be focusing on rubbish. Those of you that are from 50 years old and above.
Most of them be saying, oh,
discussing nonsense.
Oh, these youths, they don't do anything. Please
you better use the rest of your adult life like to sensitize positively
between you and bats.
Use the rest of your adult life to when you see positivity. Promote it.
Or if
we don't care about your wisdom of the past. No,
wisdom of the past.
Because the wisdom of the past.
See your mate.
Now the problem of today. So those of you elders that will be thinking that, oh, I want to teach people how to do it. Don't teach us. The movement is self-imposed.
Join, come and
as they do you.
Come and serve.
They do them.
Put your
convince your peer groups. Every time all these elders will be calling the youth. We used to talk about when you were a youth like us. What do you do?
Now your age mate they oppress the You cannot tell your age mates the truth.
Exactly. Most of the political elites, they were in their 30s when they became democratic governors. When they started leading.
Until today they are still ruling. Where were you that you are good parents?
Why did you hold your age group accountable? Those of you that are 50 years to 60 to 100 years old. Why did you hold your peer group accountable?
Ask yourself, how many youths in Nigeria we reach your current age today? If this bad leadership continues,
exactly.
You gain 20 people die today.
So all these elders, please be coming down with your age. Not mean anything now. Not mean say you get wisdom. You are seeing a piece. It's opportunity now to do the right thing for your generation. Choose the right path. Obi movement is the right path. Why? It is based on competence, verifiable, credible leadership, both in the private and in the public sector. It is there. It is as simple as that.
Like this is what you call jack of all trades
and
master of all.
And the opponents, the first thing they will say about is that, oh, it's a credible person.
All of them.
He's a good person.
But it's not his turn yet.
That's
he can be vice president. He's good in economy, can be vice president. It's not his turn.
How can somebody qualify for a job but you want to match
the eventually of being Nigerian and not to the age to run? Heck, you can run. Not be your president who is sponsor a to run, not too young to run.
Exactly. So what are we not talking? This Senator Datti was very instrumental during the time to fight against Obasanjo coming in for third term. He opposed letting Obasanjo run for third term. So what are we not talking about? So what the young generation was suffering from today is because our parents' generation, from 50 years and above, you were quiet when evil was perpetrating the land.
You were praying to God.
You were focused on religion and tribalism, focusing on destruction.
And you left the affairs of the
not all of you, but majority of you. And those of you that were good, you kept quiet. You turned the other face. And now, Wahala, there for the country.
They don't remove the full head.
This is your opportunity to rise up. Many of your mates have seen clarity.
You not teach children about at home we're going. Some people also not teach their children about patriotism, loving your country, love for self. You know the importance of being Nigerian, the importance of voting. Yes, that's just this class of civic education class. Then they go teach you what is voting. You will define it. What is
for the internet?
You will define INEC
because library is non-existent in many schools.
You go do this one.
And you will not. So now, elders, is it your time to rewrite your nonsense mistake of lukewarmness or nonchalance towards politics in Nigeria, towards the affairs of Nigeria? Stop over praying. Start working. Use whatever skills you have. Educate your peer group. Those of you that are in old boys, old girls association group, all you people have to do to be sharing nonsense.
When you gather for your classmate,
ask your
for your classmate child's marriage. talk about the movement and
yes.
Nigeria will just suffer.
Not the gossip
solution, no.
Not the gossip the dress where the young couple wear.
The bride wear or the
parents that will be using tribalism and religious to be causing alacrity and doom in the community where you are. They go tell you you be either statesman, but all you go there to do is to cause division. It is time now to rewrite your wrongs. Focus. Do the right thing for your children and your grandchildren and great-grandchildren. Do the right thing. Stop blaming the youth all the time. The youth, nobody teaches us. Now, what does they move?
So much audacity to blame the youth. What exactly? I keep on saying, apart from for the parents who gave education, the other thing that they gave is
religion and tribalism.
Because the parents did not pass down the language or the culture to their children because they would think, oh, the white man's religion, the man's man is better. The other one's your culture is fetish. So this is the time we have to retrace our steps. Heck, our naira needs to start. It needs to
rise up.
Its rep again. Like, what is this foolishness?
Yes.
That $1 is 700 and something naira.
Yeah,
700 something naira to a pound. What is this foolishness? Why are houses in Nigeria today, real estate, why are they being priced in dollars? Heck, we live in Canada. When they say a house in Canada is $1.7 million, it's not $7 million American dollars.
It's Canadian dollars.
Yes. So why the hell should we be using other currencies in our currency in our country? That's also adding to the devaluation of the naira.
And it is the failure of the older generation. The failure of the older generation, where the good ones in those generations they kept quiet and they watch their peers doing the wrong thing.
Nigerians, they said the people for about they make shoe. People do different. They sell clothes, everything.
Very creative.
As you upbringing, they will tell you that. What is abroad? So far, it's come from outside Nigeria.
It's better than what is in Nigeria.
No, we have to
rewire yourself.
Construct that mentality.
Yes. And be proud of your own. And those of you who are involved in production or designing things,
do it well.
Do it your best. What do they call the artisan?
Yes.
Put your quality in your craft. And put a price tag on it.
Customer service. And you that are a customer, be a good customer to wherever it is that is providing you services.
Drop the baggage of ageism.
Yes, nobody is doing any. It's not a favor to anybody. It's for our own good.
Yes.
You want services, your fellow Nigerian is doing it. Do the right thing. Pay them on time. If tailor so cloth for you, pay them on time. You tailor, if they tell you say wedding na tomorrow, get the clothes ready for the wedding. You cannot
be honest.
All these things are all parts of the problems of the country. But
we need to start changing.
Oh, now that's our small problem. No, it's
big.
Little problems and before things escalate.
And that brings us to the example where we talked about. I think Obi was saying it. Peter Obi was saying it when he was speaking on one of the news channels. Right? He was talking about how he came back from the UK. He met somebody. What do you call it? A Nigerian guy. Well, his mom is Nigerian and his dad is.
His mom is Nigerian, his dad is Jamaican. This happened on Monday when Peter Obi came back.
Yeah.
And people were obviously hailing Peter Obi at the airport, rushing to take pictures with him, he's our president, for crying out loud. And so he asked Peter Obi, said, who I asked people, who are you and why are they so taking pictures and whatever. They said you are the president or you are the incoming president. And Peter Obi said, yes, I am. They talked for some time until it was time to go to immigration and customs. And Peter Obi saw how customs was treating this boy. They were already harassing him. Mind you, this was the first time of the boy being in Nigeria. He said that he wants to come to Nigeria, he said with business, but his friends, they've advised, they know how the country is and all of that. So when Peter Obi saw how customs was harassing, immigration was harassing this boy, he told them, he called out the immigration and said, this boy, this is first time in Nigeria. If you treat him like this, when he goes, he will not come back. You cannot be doing all this kind of things. And they left him. Peter Obi he chose to be an active bystander there to call out evil because those customs not be so that they behave when white person come our land. That's how they behave.
And he even gave the guy's phone number.
Yeah, and I was even going there. Yeah, and after Peter Obi literally rescued the boy from that situation, the 20-year-old guy from that situation. The boy came and he hugged Peter Obi and asked him for a phone number. And Peter Obi gave him his phone number and the conversation went on from there. The boy said, I might not be able to vote for you, but I need to know how I can help. You tell me that people in diaspora are not feeling it. You know how many people are in diaspora suffering. Some people
that are on deportation list walking under the table.
You think in Nigeria is good today? The first set of people to go back would be the undocumented ones because there's no reason why they are here. There's no reason apart from the bad country. There's no reason. Look at Nigerians in diaspora, Maryland. We played in the video one day. Maryland, they are obedient. Currently, they know. Imagine if we had good leaders in the legislative arm of government that voted for the bill for people to be able to vote from abroad. All of our voices will count. So in every single way, in every single way, this affects every area of our lives. You might think that you're living with security today. You're living
not being different.
You're living with this. You're living with this. That is what other people who have already died. That's what they thought. It go touch everybody. That statement, it go touch everybody. don't let it happen to you first before you start caring. Before you start caring. And with that, maybe we'll show you our own, because we did our own, what do you call this thing? What do we do today? Our
as we were listening to the speech from the Labour Party and the acceptance speech, we were just inspired. We just started singing. We say, as we just sing, now we just record our own Common Senses anthem based on obedient doings. Because as you know now, we are very versatile and impromptu with our intellectual common sensibility of doings, of spreading common sense one person at a time.
Yeah. May you play the video? Yes, let me play it for yours.
Oh, be Datti for 20 Oh, be Datti for 20 Are you with me now? Oh, be Datti for 20 Aluta continua. Solidarity forever. Solidarity forever. Forward ever, backward ever. Aluta continua. Obedient and focused, useful and resourceful. We match obedience, we are useful, use obedience forever. Obedient and focused, and useful resource use. We match forward ever, backward never, laborers for life. Oh, be Datti 20. Oh, be Datti. Oh, be Datti 20. Oh, be Datti 20. Aluta continua. Are you with me now? Oh, kute. Yeah, Datti.
Yes, I'm so happy. And that was one take. No practice on the spot. One take, as they do us, we just they drop. As they do us, they drop.
Anything you have, you offer it
positively. Okay, I like the movement positively. Be intentional. Nigeria is that's what when they our own. I am something first before I'm Nigeria. Look at your passport. You can never run away. It's your identity. You can never. Now me they tell you, if you like, you can never. So take it as your own. Take it as your own. Let the cape of honor.
Special shout out to some of the jingles I will play. Play them from Kenny on Twitter. Yeah. You know, the owner of Zion Zonicast. You know, some of the videos, some of the jingles that we use. You know, this is an obedience that is using his skills well.
Zonicast is very creative.
And we'll be playing,
follow him on Twitter.
We'll be playing the latest one today for you also see. When you see this jingle, when you see this video, the hope, and this time it's not misplaced.
I am inspired.
It's hope,
not blind, verifiable hope.
It's not blind hope.
It's verifiable, reliable, authentic, magnetic, healthy, electrifying, and positive. Across Nigeria,
we this obedience movement of youths being able to go and get their PVC, putting the pressure on them. As at we did here, there were new turnout of 8 million new voters. Tell me that social media is just social media. Social media. They are using social media every day.
They know they do
human beings are on social media. Human beings are on social media. They're not there in real life. Before I even can do this, let me play what
every media is an important media.
Every media, yes. Let me play what
it's like people that I'm coming. It's like people that be saying, why you reading? Why you watch reading? Why you always watching the news? Stop watching the news. The newspaper is the real deal. Now newspaper has come online. It doesn't
really work like that.
Ask people that are selling newspaper, physical newspaper, and the one online, where they are making more money, where they are spreading more of their information.
They will tell you it's online.
So do not underestimate the power of social media influence that you have.
You have social media, you say social media does not work. So what are you doing on social media?
No mind them. Utilizing yourself. Use your utilizing for promotion of Peter Obi movement. Focus.
Channel your energy to the right way. Let us see what Kenny had for us today, John. Yes, so peace and unity.
Yeah.
And for people who might have missed that in the emotions of this video, let us just show you one more time the Labour Party logo. The one is on the right. As Columbus was saying here, it says, so guys, there's a little update with the Labour Party logo. Spot the difference. It's clearer in graphics, and with the inscription Labour Party written on it. We'll make use of this new one going on one. That's what will be on the ballot box. So the one on the right that has Labour Party is brighter with the family in the middle and forward ever. That is the logo. As much as you know Peter Obi, his face, and as much as you know Senator Datti, his face, you must also know the Labour Party logo. It is the only logo in the race in Nigeria with a family. Meaning that the people in there, they are the structure. Mother, father, and child.
Structure on the wheel of the system.
The laborers, we are all laborers and we're going forward ever, backward never.
Because we are going to be taking the country from consumption
to
production.
Consumption to production.
Yes. All the money where they don't borrow everything.
Yeah.
There will be no chin-chin.
No chin-chin.
No chin-chin.
Nothing. Nigeria is currently pregnant for good. For
8 months pregnant.
8 months pregnant. And these two men on the left, they are going to help us build our country, take back our country. They are going to lead us into that new Nigeria of hope. Nigeria will regain her position in the world today. God, I can't wait.
And I'm in awe of their transparency.
Yes.
I'm in awe of their availability. They are always available to be interviewed.
Yes.
They are always available to give insights about the movement.
They
are always available to answer questions. And one thing you will know about them that is very common between both of them, that once you ask them questions, it's very simple.
Yeah, it's very simple. Very simple.
Words are very powerful. They will say, it's very simple.
Yeah.
So I think it's very important that you listen actively. It's important that you listen actively. Don't be a town crier of foolishness. Are you with me now? Don't be a town crier of foolishness. Don't be a town crier of tribalism. Don't be a town crier of nepotism. Do the right thing. When you see the right people, you believe in the right people.
When you see good,
which is the hashtag Obi Datti 2023 movement.
Yeah.
Follow it. Amplify it. Help yourself to promote the right information. It is good. You will feel good.
Yeah.
Show everybody. There's nothing like too much information about it.
Good thing.
Ask them. Have you gotten your PVC? Do you know the logo? Can you verify it? We have a Peter Obi playlist on our YouTube channel. With a lot of information. You cannot afford to be subscribed to the channel and then say you are ignorant.
Yeah,
no.
Or say you don't watch the videos or you don't share the videos. You're not doing anything for this movement.
Yeah, that is it.
Yeah, what are you?
So play your role for the sake of yourself
and your generation.
And your generation. Some of you don't even care about generation because you would see that you will burn children for quantity's sake. Okay, for the sake of quantity, care about your quantity. That they will have common sense, that they will have history. That when you say Nigeria, we produce this, we market this, we export this. Oh, you can import this to our country, and so and so time you can be guaranteed that it will be cleared off at the port. That all the seaports will be working. That will not just be Lagos seaport, but Harcourt will work. Worry, seaport will work. So please personalize this movement, and it's also good for your health. Because the more you move, especially in a happy movement, for whatever, and it's focused, the better your life. In short, the longer your life. That's just common sense. I think with these many points of ours, we've been able to convince you.
Say everything we had to say. If you're not convinced at this point, that's your personal problem.
Oh, if you're not convinced at this point, go and watch the videos again.
Problem.
And if you're not still convinced, put it on repeat and replay.
There are many videos for you to watch. Use the hashtag will be that you see a lot of research.
Make sure your notification bells are on. I've been a bell. Bell is on, turned on. Tomorrow, the video that is dropping tomorrow, something happened to an obedient person, an elderly man. You have to wait and watch it tomorrow. 12 p.m. sharp, Eastern Standard Time. I mean EDT.
Yes,
it is dropping.
We are not here tomorrow.
They will find out. So that video is going to drop. Make sure you comment. Make sure you share this video and maintain your common sense with integrity. Don't be loose talking. So people, they are very loose.
And don't engage anybody that's hating on this movement. Don't
engage in their foolishness.
They are rats. Why should you be talking to rats?
Hey, don't be engaging in the
rats.
They are supposed to be, when
nobody has time for that. We're focused.
We focus. This is our response to
Anybody when they hate on the movement, just
our response.
Send them this.
Yes, you see me.
Just laugh. Please, by the way, that's not my president's voiceover, but you get it. But he
You
was the
have
one
to tell
laughing.
them.
But
Yeah.
they will see my president like that.
Let them think whatever they want to think. It's not my business.
Yes. So they don't respond to any negative. So anybody that's not part of the movement, allow them in the wallow. They're looking for attention. Focus.
Don't
Channel your
engage
energy
in
to
negativity.
focus. Unless if you are part of
positivity.
the wildness department, then head on. You can do that.
And make sure you're following us on Twitter at commonsensesisters.
Also, if you are, you know, put that work of in Facebook or Instagram, let us release our Instagram account.
Yep.
In metaverse.
Because also they spread obedient information.
They are restricting our
flow of information. Yeah.
Instagram. We're supposed to be comments, they do different things. It's becoming annoying. Tomorrow makes it too to start our Instagram account for no reason.
And we are still surviving, but to get us to be.
We they give our energy.
In everything, we give thanks.
Yeah.
That's what I used to say. Please don't forget to smash the like button.
Yeah.
If you've gotten to this point and you have not subscribed to this channel, do yourself commonsensically, integriticiously, and click on the subscribe button. Click on the all notification bell. Yes, because that's just common sense. Check out the playlist.
Yeah.
As you see us, we're very organized, intellectual ladies, filled with sense of humor. Alacrity ladies, when they focus,
and
when they
we needed to update you.
Yes, that's why we came here
next week. We're like,
we need to bring it up front, and I will also taught you today how to use your veteran and your voices to promote the movement positively. Don't say you are lacking any skill,
or say, "Oh, I didn't know." Man, use Google. You need to use Google to do bad things.
Use Google to do good things.
Search for good things.
Search for good things. Promote good things. Share good things. Follow good things, so that good thing will come to you. Remember, don't forget to subscribe, to like, and share. And then until we see you next time, appreciation to everybody who is watching now and those who watch. We appreciate.
What's the ads if you're watching it as a playback?
You better do that. That's just common sense. I mean, we have to give birth to more commonsensical doings now. Anyways, until we see you next time, may common sense never depart from you. Bye, everybody.